Violent xenomorphs, badass Sigourney Weaver, and genius practical effects. There isn't anything quite like Alien. Somehow we've got another Alien sequel prequel attempting to bring back this franchise to its former glory. This week on Why Did My Dad Show Me This, I'm going to be looking at Alien from 1979, directed by the man himself, Ridley Scott. With 2 amazing movies, 4 not so great ones, and a few questionable crossover movies, I cannot wait to see what Alien Requiem brings to this franchise. Maybe it will stop the war in Ukraine, or maybe it will stop the genocide in Gaza. Who knows? But on that note, thank you to everybody who watched my last video on Tenacious D's The Pick of Destiny. What a great time I had making that video. Ha 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 ha! Remember to like, comment and subscribe, or as usual, I'll kill the family dog. The creation of Ridley Scott's 1979 masterpiece starts in 1970 and doesn't actually have anything to do with Ridley Scott. Screenwriter Dan O'Bannon was studying cinema at the University of California, where he started making a satirical sci-fi comedy with horror legend John Carpenter. The pair released Dark Star in 1974. This would be the main inspiration for Alien. Having an embarrassing looking alien in Dark Star made O'Bannon eager to create a realistic looking alien on screen. O'Bannon and Total Recall author Ronald Shusett decided to collaborate on some projects, starting with O'Bannon's Memory, of which he wrote 29 versions for. This would become the first act in the Alien movie that we all know and love. Fast forward a few years, O'Bannon was approached to write the screenplay for Alejandro Jodorowsky's adaptation of Dune. Unfortunately, that project fell through and led to O'Bannon becoming broke and homeless and returning to LA, where he'd live on Shusett's sofa. In need to make a quick sell to the studios, the duo revived O'Bannon's Memory script, combining it with another project about a gremlin attacking a B-52 bomber in World War II. The result was a script called Star Beast. They disliked the name, so they renamed it Alien due to the amount of times that it is spoken in the script. When writing the script, O'Bannon drew a lot of inspirations from both the horror genre and sci-fi, stating, "I didn't steal from anybody, I stole from everybody." Naturally, after the incredible success of Star Wars in 1977, 20th Century Fox were hungry to recapture that money pit that was grimy sci-fi genre. They wanted to strike while the iron was hot, and the only spaceship script that they had on their desk was Alien, so they greenlit the script. O'Bannon assumed that he'd be the one to direct, but 20th Century Fox asked Walter Hill to direct. If that name sounds familiar, that's because he directed the cult classic Warriors in the same year, 1979. And who knows, we might have not had Alien or the Warriors if that was the case. If you have never seen this exciting sci-fi slasher, it follows a deep space crew of the spaceship Nostromo, who receive a signal from a planet potentially from other life forms, so 3 members go and check out the planet. When the crew accidentally stumble across a spectacular spaceship housing horrific looking alien eggs, fun fact, these are actually children in these space suits because it makes them look smaller in the spaceship because the set's not big enough, so there you go. One of the crew is attacked by an alien bursting out of the egg and latching onto his face, causing them to make a quick escape. The remaining crew on the ship reluctantly let them on board despite contamination, and the fucking alien stuck to his face. After the crew is done trying to figure out what the hell to do with him, they are called to the medical center to find out that the alien has gone from his face and he's back to his good old John Hurt self. Thinking John Hurt is okay, the crew have one last meal before going into cryogenic sleep. But of course it doesn't go too well, because otherwise there wouldn't be a famously bloody chestburster scene and there wouldn't be a movie, would there? So I mean, what a great scene. The terrifying look on all the actors. Supposedly none of the actors knew that was gonna happen, and it's all very organic, their reactions to something very, very awful. The weird little alien baby it quickly evolves into the xenomorph that we all know and love. In classic slasher fashion, it begins hunting down the rest of the helpless crew until we get to our final girl, Ripley, played by of course Sigourney Weaver. Honestly, even though she's the face of this franchise, you wouldn't even know she was the main character of this film for pretty much most of it. It's great casting. Anyway, she manages to blow a hole in the ship, sucking the alien into space. Tragic ending for the xenomorph kind. So I've never been more terrified of a film as a child. While my dad thought this was a good idea to show me this film, I have no idea. The horror element in one of my favourite genres, sci-fi, is one of the most creative and ingenious ways of merging genre and style to create something truly imaginative and just plain scary. The grimy, uneasy atmosphere that Ridley Scott creates is a unique feeling that very few, if any, have ever managed to do the same. The performances from all the cast is what sets this aside from other sci-fi movies. Each member of the cast is memorable and engaging, and of course Sigourney Weaver absolutely steals the fucking show. Kind of explains why she became the face of the franchise. She is a fucking hero. If I didn't mention the special effects, I'd be an idiot. As Star Wars created so many different techniques and technology, Alien took the practical effects for aliens to the next level. Compared to a lot of Alien films that have followed or even before, bar Aliens, which is just a level on top of this, I cannot express how timeless and realistic the effects are. I was terrified for weeks after watching this as a child. I never felt like it was a man in a suit. It felt like a haunting, stalking alien. It's slimy, it's gritty, and it's devastating. The iconic look of the xenomorph is incredible, and it wouldn't have worked if it wasn't for the man inside, the 6'10" Nigerian actor Bolaji Badengo. I'm gonna give that a go. He was in the suit and he brought the character alive, and honestly, I don't think it'd be the same without him. A man who never gets the credit he deserves. His loosey-goosey movements and dramatic actions is what makes this an extremely memorable performance, and this film would definitely never be the same. This film, don't get me wrong, it can be a little bit drawn out at the beginning, like feeling like a bit like Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey, with long drawn out sequences of spaceships landing and space. However, it is well worth the wait. The second half of the movie is high energy, awesome, violent fun. Just wait for what it... Just wait. Just wait. Whatever you do, just wait. It's all about build up. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. If you've made it this far, then please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate everything. Make sure you check out the other videos on this channel. And adios, amigos.